Good morning, grade R's. Are you ready to build your second picture for your pegboard? Remember, I'm going to use this as my pegboard, but you can use this as your pegboard with the colored dots. Okay. So we've already discussed the top part of your pegboard, the bottom part of your pegboard, the left side of your pegboard, and the right side of your pegboard. Okay. And we have already discussed rows and we have already discussed columns. This is a column because it stands like a soldier from the top of your board all the way down to the bottom of your board. And this is a row because it's like a boat. It goes row, row, row across the board from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Okay, then another line we are going to teach you about today is called a diagonal line. Can you say that? Diagonal line. Very good. A diagonal line means it goes from the top of a pegboard through the middle down to the bottom corner of the pegboard. It goes from the top of the pegboard through the middle down to the bottom corner of the pegboard. It's like a slanty line. Like, remember when we speak about a diamond has a slanty line? A diagonal line is slanty. So this is what diagonal lines look like. They go from the top of the board down through the middle to the opposite end of the board at the bottom. From the top down through the middle, a slanty line to the bottom corner of the board. Makes like an X. Okay, that is a diagonal line. We will be building with a diagonal line today. So the first instruction you are going to do for me, you are going to build me a column on the left-hand side of the board from the top to the bottom. Listen carefully. You are going to build me a column on the left-hand side of the board from the top all the way down to the bottom. You can start. When you are done, your pegboard is going to look like that. I have built a column because it stands up straight on the left-hand side of my board, and it goes from the top all the way down to the bottom of my board. Does yours look the same? Very good, grade R's. Your next instruction, listen carefully. You are to build me a column on the right hand side of the board from the top to the bottom. Listen again. You are going to build me a column on the right hand side of the board from the top all the way down to the bottom. You can start. When you are done, your pegboard is going to look something like this. I have now got two columns on my board. I have got one that is on the left-hand side of my board from the top all the way down to the bottom. And I have got one on the right-hand side of my board from the top all the way down to the bottom. Does yours look the same? Very good, grade R's. Now comes the tricky part. We are going to build a diagonal line. Now remember, a diagonal line it's a slanty line, goes from the top all the way down to the other corner of the board. This might be a little bit tricky for you, so you can ask mommy to put a ruler for you so that you can see where to pack your pegboards, your little pegs. But teacher will show you how it's going to look. So that is what your diagonal line is going to look like. Starts on the corner, down through the middle, right to the bottom of the pegboard. Okay, you can copy teacher so you can see what it will look like. So now I have got two columns on my board and one diagonal line on my board. I've got a column going from the top to the bottom on the left-hand side of my board, and I've got a column going from the top to the bottom on the right hand side of my board. I have also got a diagonal line going through the middle of my board on a slanty line from the top corner down to the bottom corner. Did you get it right, grade R's? Good. Okay, keep practicing your diagonal lines at home. You can practice by doing the X like teacher showed you. That is a good practice for a diagonal line. Remember, you can ask mommy and daddy to put a ruler for you so that you can see where you need to put the line. Okay, keep practicing and working hard at home, grade R's. We'll see you soon.